The innovator's dilemma explains a paradox whereby successful companies fail precisely because their leaders improve products, meet customer expectations, and focus on maximizing profits. The fall of Blockbuster is a classic example of such a tale. At its peak in 2004, Blockbuster operated over 9,000 stores in the US, profiting handsomely from in-store rentals and especially late fees. The CEO and other directors thought they were doing everything right, but it turns out they weren't. 7 years earlier, in 1997, Reed Hastings, frustrated by Blockbuster's late fees, had founded Netflix, a subscription video rental service with delivery and no late charges. The service had a relatively small selection of films and orders took a while to arrive, but it appealed to rural customers who lived far from Blockbuster stores. Studying the competitor, the managers at Blockbuster concluded that Netflix was irrelevant to its customers who enjoyed browsing shelves for a movie they could watch the same night. So they dismissed Hastings' startup and instead focused on adding more stores, expanding inventory, and squeezing even more profit from existing customers. Netflix, meanwhile, quietly gained ground by serving people nobody else did. Then, in 2007, it pivoted to streaming on the internet, a move that was guided by the S-curve of innovation, which illustrates slow progress at first with rapid acceleration as costs fall and technology improves. 3 years later, Blockbuster declared bankruptcy. According to Harvard professor Clayton Christensen, who introduced the concept of the innovator's dilemma in 1997, powerful companies keep failing precisely because their managers, employees, and shareholders chase short-term results, overlooking disruptive innovations. Ironically, disruptive innovations are often simpler, cheaper, and inferior to their competitors, and have a tendency to create entirely new markets or appeal to neglected customers. But since they look unappealing at first, no one in big established firms can be convinced to invest time or money. For their leaders, the dilemma is this: stick with proven products or risk everything on untested, disruptive innovations which may cannibalize the existing business model and upset employees and shareholders. The S-curve of innovation explains how progress happens over time. In its early stages, it's slow. Then improvements accelerate, costs drop, and performance increases. Finally, the technology matures and advancements become incremental. Take fuel-powered cars, which have been at the top of their S-curve for decades, with only marginal improvements in fuel efficiency, performance, and safety. Electric vehicles, on the other hand, started out as inferior, offering limited range and high prices, but today they're rapidly climbing their own S-curve. When to jump from one curve to another is the essence of the innovator's dilemma. Even the savviest CEOs often get it wrong. Reed Hastings didn't miss this opportunity. By the mid-2000s, his DVD rental business was highly profitable, but inspired by Christensen's insights, Hastings leapt forward into streaming. Companies rarely die from moving too fast, he later said, but they frequently die from moving too slowly. What do you think about the theory? Are disruptive innovations behind the downfall of all former giants? And applying the theory, what's the next new thing that will render seemingly invincible enterprises irrelevant in the near future? Tell us your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this helpful, check out our other videos. Join us on YouTube or on patreon.com/sprouts. For more information, classroom exercises, or videos without background music, visit sproutschools.com.